Listen, and we're just going to jump right into it because I wanted to take a moment and talk about some of the feedback we got on social media from last week's episode. And man, I tell you what, the socials lit up, my friend, and the fans agree with you concerning us and the discussion we had about Jim Hurd, and him just being full of a lot of shit, my friend. So people really enjoyed your rebuttal of some of the claims that he made.
Well, I always try to tell it like it is. There's no reason to try to sugarcoat anything or go back or dump on the guy more than he deserves, but he deserves all of it. He took a lot of lives and just, turned them upside down and ruined a lot of lives with his pay scales and all these lies and things that he said he was paying out or was prepared to pay out and all that. I mean, when you're talking about dealing with years, prime years and prime earning years of athletes, pro athletes, and we fit in that category, they're very limited. And when you have a guy screw you up over hundreds of thousands of dollars for no apparent reason other than he's not qualified to make that judgment, it rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, and it's going to stick with you. I mean, no doubt about it. You're going to remember that for a long time. And then, too, as we dug into it and talked about some of his comments about the Midnight Express and about their size and couldn't bring value. And to me, that was when I was like, he had no idea what he was doing in the wrestling business. I mean, that was the icing on the cake. So
it would be like saying the Rock and Roll Express were too small to be believable baby faces.
Yeah. I had no idea. Was definitely not a fan of wrestling or true pro wrestling fan. He was a business guy, pizza guy, and but I thought that was really good. Just how we were able to parlay that in there, and I have to give credit where credit was due. The research guy, who does a phenomenal job week in, week out, coming up with a lot of the content for the show, had a brainchild and said, "Listen, I think it would be great. We already own the content." Conrad had put it together, the interview, and this is the perfect time to introduce this to Arn and the show. And so thank you to our research guy. And man, so good. Listen, you can get that entire interview exclusively at adfreeshows.com. And just a lot of content over there. But man, appreciate it. Great community over there. And Arn, I really do thank you for your candid thoughts and feedback. That was a really fun show. It was a big hit with our audience. And it's always good to get some of your honest candor with some of that.